Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off you to glorious 1v1 on Faymonville Approach in the new patch. Yes, indeed, it's finally out, and this time it's not causing significant memory leaks, thankfully. So, in the west, we got Acehiro fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Forming up here with the 17th SS Panzergrenadier Division Götz Bellicking here with Osttruppen, featuring Osttruppen squads, entrenching tools, artillery field officers, supply drops, and the railroad artillery support with packed machine gun or packed mine and Panzerfaust. Best news is Chief Tonkatsu fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Rolling out here with the... let's just go with 3rd Armored Division here with Heavy Cavalry, featuring rifleman defensive structures, off-max smoke barrages, Rangers, combined arms, which get toned down a bit, and the Pershing with triple infantry. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my paid supporters, my own company of heroes. You too can join their illustrious ranks by pledging on Patreon, supporting the war effort. You can also just donate by PayPal. Links in the video description for either the option. And of course, as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. We've got AC here with double Osttruppen. Double right from there for Chief Tonkatsu. Nice moves ahead there, scouting ahead for freedom and democracy. Meanwhile, Acehiro sending out the Osttruppen there. Probably going to rely a bit on the numbers. They did get I think, slightly nerfed early on, and further by losing some of their bonus in cover. But on the other hand, they got their light machine gun boosted. Plus, not just in terms of like being more easily accessible, but I believe it also does a bit more damage with them now. So we'll have to see how that works. Machine gun in the center there. Push here by Acehiro. Chief Tonkatsu Rav squads definitely have a hard time versus that. More moving forward. So I imagine we'll be seeing at least 4 squads, possibly 5 here from Acehiro. We shall of course see the active stakes for that. 3rd Rav squad there for Chief Tonkatsu and the Americans as Acehiro forces men forwards. The 17th SS Panzergrenadier Division was a division formed up of ethnic Germans from Hungary and Romania, I believe. And actually, by the time of Normandy, large parts of the division had only received, I think, a few months of training, and some had only received weeks of training by the time the invasion came, the Overlord began. So there were definitely significant issues there in terms of quality, if you will. Also, a lot of them were actually mounted on bicycles, well, not a lot of them, but certain parts of them, because they didn't have enough trucks for the division. Bit of skirmishing there. We got pushed up with the Rav squad, going for the fuel point there. Pioneers could flank them there, though, which of course see how AC responds to that. Up north there, point secure, but while going down, grab the point here. Bit of skirmishing there. Rav squad could move behind the heavy cover. This of course allows the Osttruppen then flank them there. Machine gun remains position. They probably should move on the Osttruppen to assist here. Just one Osttruppen squad here, I think, may not be entirely enough here for Acehiro. But then again, does bait them into the route. MD42 here. Chief Tonkatsu forgets about the machine gun team, and that's going to be a price rifleman pay. Rav squad time from the north. Does he have grenades here researched? He's not, in fact, got a lieutenant there for Chief Tonkatsu. Intense fighting here between the Acehiro and Rav squad there. Rav squad engaging the machine gun team there from heavy cover. Osttruppen actually clearing out the Rav squad up close. Fairly lucky there that they are taking a bit of a beating as well. A pasting from the GIs here. Ooh, that was actually close to a wipe here for Chief Tonkatsu. That would have been quite painful there. Also humiliating. Try explaining that one in the afterlife. So, how did you die? We got killed by Osttruppen. Anyways, machine gun there routed with the Osttruppen. Rav squad moving forwards there. So yeah, 4 Osttruppen into tech there, plus an MD40 for Acehiro. Rav squad fighting away there. Probably should consider officers and Panzergrenadier. As for him, he's probably going to go for 50 cal, some light vehicles at a faster pace. Rav squad being bombarded. So far, fairly good map patrol from Acehiro, partly because he has more infantry in the field, plus an MD42. That said, of course, he still needs, push out more troops or supporting weapons, because the Osttruppen, even though changes there, will still scale fairly well. Though, again, getting the machine gun faster than better does, I think, help a bit with this, but they're still not going to be, good assault troops, and that's still going to be, I think, a significant downside to them. Also been caught by 2 Rav squad pushing forward for freedom and democracy. Need to get them out of there. 2 squads ready to push forward for Deutschland and defend its sacred borders. Osttruppen against the lieutenant, and well, that's a bit awkward. Bit of a sneaky barbed wire trap there, and the Osttruppen are caught in it. Very sneaky there, set up by Chief Tonkatsu. You don't see it as often, it was at times popular. Basically, just set up the wire like that, so if a unit goes down a certain number, they get stuck there. Really sneaky play there by Chief Tonkatsu. Really sneaky. And Acehiro clearly didn't pay attention until it's too late, so they can enter, but again, they can't get out. Well, they technically can, but, you know, they can't run. So that cost them lost some squad here in the early game. Good kill there for Cheese Tonkatsu. Panzer squad would still be a great idea. Officer could also work out there for him, to be honest. In the south, they've got the Ralph Squadron force there for Mr. Cheese Tonkatsu and the 3rd Armored Division. Got the Lieutenant killed in the squad, so it actually gives the Osttruppen a chance because the Lieutenant provides a good deal of firepower with his Thompson, so lacking the Thompson and the Lieutenant squad, that means the Osttruppen have a significant higher chance of actually getting out of there mostly alive. And there you go. We do get the artillery field of Acehiro with his diversion ability, artillery smoke barrages, inspiring aura, and of course various artillery cooldowns. Summoning force there for Deutschland. Osttruppen setting out, southern point being seized by the rifle squad.
A capture point is being overrun.
Point in the north being seized by the pioneers. Osttruppen need to reinforce a bit there, obviously. In the south, they got going for the point. There we got the officer wing initially to deal with them. May want to pop the diversion ability, which actually boosts the officer himself, which is actually pretty good. Makes him harder to kill, but also, you know, gives them bonus to the MP40s, but didn't do that there. In the center here, may want to cause at times to consider pushing the machine gun because again you want to use the active support troops. Partly because again, you know, it's good at supporting your troops obviously, but also you don't want to make it too easy for your opponent to figure out where it is and just avoid it. Plus, you know, if he gets artillery, they can quickly clear it out then. So definitely might want to not park it too much there. I mean, if one wants a machine gun, they should just build a machine gun bunker, I think. North, the Osttruppen engaged with the rear of the rifle squad, pushing forces of freedom and democracy. Need to get those Osttruppen out of there fairly schnellish-ish. Also, not, I guess he wants the Pack 40, but then again, he would just then rely on the supply drop, I think, instead of building the light mechanized company. Meanwhile, we got the story on the way there for Cheese Tonkatsu and 3rd Armored Division. Officer ground the southern munitions. I mean, fairly good map control here for Acehiro versus Cheese Tonkatsu. North here, Pioneers being mauled by the rifle squad. They want to get those back, obviously. And there we go. Pushing through the south there again. He's got, at times, probing in the center of the machine, see if it's still there. He's, you know, hoping perhaps he uses it, but obviously just ignoring it. Now, of course, heading southwards there, heading where Acehiro is unprepared, and of course, heading where the field point is. So, thumbs up there to Cheese Tonkatsu. Thumbs up. Bit of scrambles and reasons need to retreat before the Osttruppen execute them. And up north, the Pioneers routed as well. More Osttruppen force there. Pack 40 ready. Mix right here for fast tech. Not even with a Pack 40. Which definitely makes this a bit, again, slightly weird, but I can obviously understand the logic because he wants to upgrade those Osttruppen fairly swiftly. The faster he can get them equipped with light machine guns, the better for him, and of course the more miserable for Cheese Tonkatsu. Back here we got the weapon racks being unlocked there for Cheese Tonkatsu. BARs and bazookas. Osttruppen with the stood light tank. Troops enforcing healing. Tech almost done. Stuart blasting there the Osttruppen. Southern field being lost as he grabbing the northern one. The machine gun just remains utterly in position. Panterfaust in the Stuart light tank. Ralph's got being pushed back by the Osttruppen. Close being wiped out, but then these are, well, actually in heavy cover they might just be able to pull it off, at least in any kind of cover. Osttruppen squad need to retreat though. It is low on health and it's got no cover. Obviously, catching last squad, they're pushing them back, going for the southern field point. Tech should be done so he can begin upgrading the Osttruppen once they get connected to his own territory. Currently, none of them are unfriendly territory, so he can't. More for Cheese Tonkatsu, obviously, response, I think, to the machine. He's had enough and he wants it gone. Which is obviously a very sensible decision there. Plus, I mean, it's just nice to have a mortar. It gives us a lot of tactical options. There you go. Acehiro going for that weapons. You know, that supply drop, which does just make the light mechanized company a tiny bit awkward. Also, they're closing right with the Ralph squad, now equipped with the BAR, the Browning automatic rifle. Guess he got all the fuel and munitions already. Just needs to reinforce and then grab the light machines because he's upgrading the light machines first. He can't reinforce them, so that actually creates a slightly awkward momentum. They probably should just cancel at least one of the Osttruppen. Get them reinforced swiftly, then crew the weapons, and then, you know, get the machine guns going there. Officer fighting against the Lieutenant again should use the diversion ability, but looks like Acehiro is not aware of it, or just forgets about it. He's about to lose the officer. In fact, that'd be quite a blow to him, particularly ourselves, and I think he's done a lot. Yep, wipe, so that's another infantry wipe here for Acehiro. That one definitely I feel like was also avoidable, and partly just gotten close to aggressively using diversion. Machine pushed back there by the mortar, so yeah. A few things slightly biting Acehiro in the posterior here. Still not recruiting these weapons, need to be fast about it. And also to reposition the machine gun. I think that's a bit too exposed here. Bit too exposed right now. He's crewing weapons, though, very good. Also moving forwards, machine there needs to get the hell out of there. Pack 40 being hauled forwards. Need of course to recruit the machine gun, but a lot of things going to lose his MD42 possibly. Nope, gets lucky for once there. And Tonkatsu there. Slightly punished with the Panther Fuzz, but unless Acehiro can finish off with a Pack 40, it's not going to be a huge punish, and it's going to just move the suit away and fix it up on its own. Got some fuel point again. Acehiro or Tonkatsu have been pushing for that fuel advantage over Acehiro. Very good. Great hit from the mortar on the Osttruppen. Almost takes out the entire unit of 8 Osttruppen with the light machine gun. Definitely recruit that machine gun team, and there we go. Intense battle around the center as Acehiro is fighting for his very survival. The borders of the Reich crunched in. Stuart there being fixed up. We got a 5th car on the way there for Tonkatsu, any 3rd armored. Excellent. MD34 team there ready. Osttruppen pioneers reinforcing, he should be. Osttruppen being engaged. The game still got the mortar firing away. Acehiro honestly would, I think, benefit from considering a mortar of their own here versus Tonkatsu's. And actually, I think they might actually benefit from just building the support requirement, pushing for some armor fast here, because right now Tonkatsu will be fairly vulnerable to such an armored push. So he definitely should just prioritize that now. And there we go. Fast Osttruppen could actually be an idea right now. I think Tonkatsu would be fairly vulnerable to a fast Osttruppen. Or of course just a Panther 4. Even a Stuke could be an idea just to hunt down the Stuart fast and finish it off. So there's definitely a few options there for Acehiro. Just, you know, needs to make them. Got the bazooka team there, of course, with the important task of battlefield gardening. Do we have to use bazookas for this? Sergeant says yes. God damn it. Feels like a waste of rockets. Quit whining and start bazookaing these plants. America hates trees and plants. Also, their Panther Fast and Stuart Light Tank. I need that Pack 40 to preoccupied up north. Those not need to get down there. And the Osttruppen will have to retreat. Support up, heading for northern point of the machine gun. Point there. North point being grabbed. Also reinforcing. Once more hitting off the fuel point there. Strong play there by Tonkatsu. Acehiro going for the Panther 4. Again, solid in the middle of the road choice there. But again, I feel like an Osttruppen rush here would be quite effective for Acehiro as well. Bit of a shock element versus Tonkatsu. I mean, he's actually had, you know, early fuel control plus to a light tank. Meanwhile, Acehiro had no light vehicles, I think. Plus, you know, the fuel drop. I feel like would give, you know, enough convincing after the Acehiro. Again, he's actually, you know, in a position where he's far enough ahead to rush out the Osttruppen and not immediately get clobbered by, say, a Sherman. But again, the Panther 4 is nice, you know, middle ground. Works fine as an infantry armor, no problem. But again, the Osttruppen just getting more immediate, you know, punch versus Tonkatsu. Mission being engaged here. Osttruppen moving in, Pack 40 move again. Panther 4 almost done. Bit hold up here as well, close to Acehiro's base. We got 342 versus 411. There we go. Panther 4 ready here for Acehiro. Plot ceased. Panther 4 setting out. Got them also there firing away for freedom and democracy. 6 kills on already, half 8 to 52. Excellent. Already getting some great value. Almost got the Stuart Panther 40 back on the Pioneers and the Osttruppen squad. Again, not the most impressive assault team there with the Osttruppen. Hardly stormtrooper material. Pioneers whack. That's going to hurt phase here. Need to replace them. Cannot, you know, go without our Pioneers at all. Like the Osttruppen, they're not expendable. Osttruppen squad being pushed back. Mortify any close to the Panther 4. Got Northern Fuel, might want to also grab that victory point there, obviously. Currently, he's still being bled dry here by Chiefs Tonkatsu and the 3rd Armored Division. Great hit from the Panther 4, take out the entire rifle squad. More moving in there. Probably should avoid here and just, focus on the other parts of that for now. Bazooka team there being made out of the major. Good, closing another tank. Double bazooka hits in the Panther 4 and a damaged engine. Nice combo here by Chiefs Tonkatsu. Does leave Acehiro's Panther 4 in the bad spot. And another great mortar hit there, leaving the Osttruppen further discombobulated and most crucially, dead. Assuming from not to flank here, Panther 4's knocked out the bazooka team already. This is going to be a disaster face here if he loses it so quickly. And utter bloody disaster. Machine setting up there too late. If only he had a mortar throw down smoke if the opposite stayed alive, he could also pop smoke with that. Pioneers from far away there, bazooka dropped. And looks like the Panther 4 is incredibly narrowly saved. Whew. Still rushing in there. Needs a Panther Faust it. He's going for the kill here with the Stuart, and he gets the Panther 4. A slap across the face here on Acehiro. Punished for the lack of smoke, but also think diving in the Panther 4 there too deeply without any sufficient support here versus his opponent. Great counter there, and he's fixed up the Stuart. Random punch, no using the smoke again to throw down the smoke. 2 thumbs up to Chiefs Tonkatsu, and the Stuart looks like it's going to get away with this. Brave and bold rate, really just highlighting what a good use of the mortars can just do for you. Good lord, there we go, and absolutely stinging save there, right under Acehiro's nose. Great work there by Chiefs Tonkatsu, great work. If only Acehiro had gone for a mortar of his own. Yeah, that mortar I think is easy now, earned itself in multiple times, not just for the killing it's done, but also the fact again it just allowed him to get the Stuart fixed and pull it out of there like that. That is one hell of a mortar. It just shows you what this humble little tube can do for you if you just have the skills and the courage to use them.
The capture point is being overrun.
Ralph's got single 40th BAR, Thompson's blazing, Osttruppen firing back. Machine repositioning a bit here. Continue to go for another Panther 4. More smoke here. Just very consistent use of smoke, and again the American mortar particularly can fire smoke very fast. Particularly with the veterans one ability, you can just more or less just constantly throw down smoke. And clearly, Chiefs Tonkatsu is using this to great effect, and he knows it. Up north there, moving in there with the 5th car, very good. You got 172 with 411. Acehiro really needs to work on those victory points. You might want to consider more effort in the south here. And he really should consider another Panther squad opposite soon. He's like something again that can fight better on the move than the Osttruppen. He's got 20 kills on the Osttruppen, so at least one is doing fairly well with light machine guns. Large squad suppressed. At this rate, I think Chiefs Tonkatsu is just straight up stalling for a Pershing heavy tank, and Acehiro losing his Panther all the way did. He's effectively like allowing him to do it, so again, a really strong play there by Chiefs Tonkatsu. Great from the pack 4 on the Stuart light tank. Hole's not enough. Up north, Yost moving forwards. Need to be careful there, doesn't get caught in the trap again. But this time gets suppressed, so no dice there, I guess. Grab the southern fuel. Panther 4 halfway done. He's definitely in a really uncomfortable position. He's just slowing down the bleed somewhat, but he's still bleeding though. He is still bleeding. Victory points to this. Osttruppen doing sandbags in the center. Got to push forward here by the infantry under Chiefs Tonkatsu's command. Trip Ralph's caught to the bars. A planting machine they're holding back, but not quite within range. Mortar will still be a great investment for Acehiro. Finding south here, there you go. Panther 4, number 2, Gefechtsbereit there for Acehiro. Part 1 and Heavy Cavalry, 5th Cavalry positioning. Got the mortar joining in the fun again. Very close to the ace level there. Excellent. Panther running forwards, and in the pin-up machine also very good there. And once more, another strike here at the south at the exposed underbelly of Acehiro and the 17th SS. Thumbs up. Mortar there being hit by the Panther 4, almost cleared out. There we go. Wipes the mortar through. A definite win there for Acehiro, as that mortar is obviously by now been a massive thorn in his side. Ooh, could take out the Steward here possibly with a bit of gumption. Guts. But no, the Steward does get away there. North here we got the Osttruppen as the major there. Mortar of his own there. Finally going for a mortar. Finally. Bit of skirmish and the mortar halfway done. And there we go. We got the M26 Pershing heavy tank out there for Tonkatsu. Freedom. Democracy. Also got a fuel cache here, by the way. Very nice there. Troops sitting out. He's going to need either another anti-tank or Osttruppen here to have a, I think, fairly decent chance as the Pershing, which just crashes the terrain. Numerous squirrels turn to paste. The screams drowned out by the engine of the M26 Pershing heavy tank. Fifth gun caught him with the Panda 4. Another Pack 40 there for Acehiro in the face of the M26 Pershing heavy tank. Party saying suffers there for the southern victory point. Acehiro floating a lot of missions. One thing's worth noting, while he did actually have a time good chunk of the map, he never really utilised this for mines against Tonkatsu. I feel like that's a bit of an oversight by Acehiro. A few tiller mines and S mines, I think, are doing them a lot of good. Pack 40 getting ready there for Acehiro. Sandbags here from Tonkatsu, thumbs up. He could, of course, also consider mines. I don't think he's been mining at all. Ooh, Lieutenant crashed as the building collapses. His last words were, "Don't you worry, Carl, this building is as structurally safe as can be." Ralph's caught there was the Panda 4 and a machine gun plus the Osttruppen getting absolutely mauled out in the open and forced to retreat in the south. This two once more hits an exposed squad there. Good play here by Tonkatsu, using as light flanking vehicle to disrupt and put pressure down Acehiro where he then falls into like respond to it, just have the suit cause him a lot of grief, and then he attacks with the Pershing elsewhere. Excellent. Unless of course you're the Germans, in which case, obviously, Scheiße. Captain here for Tonkatsu. No idea, I guess, for more tanks. Probably wants to go for anti-tank, gets other stuff. Maybe pack counter, more smoke here. Sturm gets shots on the face here. Thumbs up. Opportunity to flank the Stewart. There we go. Should keep moving here though. Keep moving. He's allowing the Stewart to go, I think, perhaps. North here, Pershing moving more forward, mortar on the centre. Rat's got to get how many mortar fire from Acehiro's mortar.
Captain just took the battlefield. Our supply line just got cut off. 2
killed in the American mortar. Stu halfway down there for Acehiro. Pushing with the Panther into the base here, looking to maybe get the ambulance. Bit of a boulder raid here could backfire him if he's not careful, but at the same time could also, really result in great results for him, and of course cause Tonkatsu a bit of grief for there. Got Pershing against the Panther wanting to blitz it. Blitz it, Heinz! What does that mean? Just step on it, you Dummkopf! I was just trying to sound cool. That was a close call there. Pack 4's moving the Pershing rushing forwards. Oh, target weak point. There we go. Well timed by Acehiro. 2 thumbs up. So many players are looking, but really here stuns the Pershing in front of double packs forward. This is a death sentence for the Pershing there. Go down and goes. Got till called in the pack 40s. Close calls here. And then the Pershing is afire, and Tonkatsu is now without any tanks. Just as the Stug arrives, then to watch his Croy get knocked up. But apparently delivered the killing blow to the Pershing, so thumbs up there. Proving his worth already. That said, Acehiro really needs some Panzergrenadier and also he needs something, besides the Osttruppen here for infantry work. So getting rid of the Pershing is great. Now we'll have to see if Acehiro can then follow up and deliver more critical blows here to Tonkatsu. Also been caught in center. We got 101 versus 397. Anti-tank plus ball 50 calcs here for Tonkatsu.
Enemy forces have 100 points remaining.
Sword rushing forwards here.
Anti-tank gun ready for
Almost
action.
ace on that MD42 team. Got the mortar firing away. More barrage in there. You also got a barrage here from Acehiro. Very good.
Heavy machine gun team ready for orders.
Moving forward to impact with the Stewart, but of course chance to favor with a nice shot there. first M1 tank out there for Tonkatsu. Like going to follow up with another one, though who knows, he could surprise us and just stick with one. I'm guessing at this rate, Tonkatsu may just try and stall up for another Pershing heavy tank here versus Acehiro. Be pushing the mortar with 6 kills. Again, he is once more getting a lot of value out of it. Stu rushing forward to the machine gun, very good. We got to be careful with the bazooka team in the entertainment there, almost costing him the Stu if he's not careful, until calling the mortar and machine gun. I feel like that's a bit of an awkward timing here for him, unless Tonkatsu does react. I think should use that as part of a larger attack to then sort of further disrupt the position in front, making it hard for his opponents, like, you know, hold ground, for example. So, well, pushing north for the up and knowing Tonkatsu's northern flank, not too shabby. Holy shit, that was a great shot from the Panther, taking out the entire rifle squad with a single hit there, almost wipes them, annihilates them. Decent hit there, grabbing the southern victory point. North there pointing cease for the Osttruppen, suppressed, and further up north, Osttruppen grabbing the far northern victory point. Excellent, back here reinforcing healing. Panther is the rear echelons, machine flying away the halfway to Vegetable 3. Pack 40 selling back. Osttruppen falling back here a bit. More Pioneers face here. I think that's a fairly good idea there, obviously. Helps repairing all of his armor, which is definitely need repairs. We got the BAR drop behind the Steward, rushing force more 15 kills, ace level. That should have been a great investment for Tonkatsu so far. An outstanding investment. Further up north, we've got the Osttruppen surrounded by the rifle as Tonkatsu pushes forward with 3 down. 5th car following up here in the south, Steward moving forwards. Machine repositioning, Pioneers holding up. Got the Sturmgeschütze rolling ahead. Osttruppen is the 50 cal, machine holding back there as well. Further up north, Panther flank behind here. And there go, great hit with the 50 cal, almost aligned. It's the entire crew there, and there we go. Down they go in a shower of blood, gore and screams. Southeast Stu can gain the Stu light tank there. Could he finish it off? There we go. Veterans run obviously to the Stu. And the Stu's almost down here as well. But no, it gets away there. It gets away. Punishing the bazooka team up there. Need to get the Stu back for repairs. You may actually want to consider Osttruppen here as the infantry, but otherwise, you know, Panther Grenadiers officer, he needs something with some high rate of firepower and impact versus Tonkatsu's infantry support weapons. Almost got 5th cal here. Can he wipe in and steal it? That'd be great if he's hit up, but no, allows it to get away there. I would say missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. Finally, in those mess mines, thumbs up. But, you know, need to fix up the Sturmgeschütze and the Panzer 4. Just go for another Panther form. Ooh, we finally get some range. I actually wanted to comment on it sooner, but versus the Osttruppen, I'm a bit surprised they didn't like push for any range distance, you know. They would be pretty good versus all these Osttruppen, particularly on the flanks. You know, the Rangers did also receive a bit of a buff. They lost the M1 carbines, then for M1 Garand, so I do believe they pack a bit more punch. Anyways, Thompson will away there. That's also going to give them a punch. Obviously, it's short to mid range. Mortar there with 8 kills. German mortar with 1 kill. There's definitely a bit of difference in how much, you know, they both use the mortars and how they use abilities, and that's definitely, I think, also having a bit of an impact on the battlefield. Good rushing 40 also need to be careful. Panther 4 number 2 right about down there for Acehiro. They'll need some Panzer Grenadier on officer though. Strongly encourage that. Panther moving in there, Betty 2. But not fully fixed. There's actually risk of damage engine here from an anti-tank Rifleman, and there we go. Pop goes that engine. Mein Gott, Fritz, are wir driving a Panzer 4? The Panzer engine keeps blowing up. Yeah, I think we're going to have a chat with the mechanics about this one. I think there might have been an error at the factory. Also, BAR drop there. You should try and grab that, I guess, with the Pioneers. I think the Osttruppen can pick that up. The light machine gun upgrade. Stuk fixed up. And Tonkatsu getting close to the second Pershing heavy tank. And then again went to the Panther 4. Once more downing it. Bit incautiously here. Oh, gets an engine shot there, slowing it down a bit, allowing a better chance for June to catch up and destroy it. Pack falls when it comes to it. Need to keep just pulling it back there. Acehiro, don't try and fight it with it. Just going to lose it very rapidly to the American anti-tank guns and bazookas. Here's Tonkatsu, got the fuel, he just needs the manpower, can call in their M26 Pershing heavy tank here versus Acehiro and the 17th SS. The South 5th got routed here by the MD-34. Osttruppen being mauled, but the routes put out in the open, no mercy there. Panther moving forwards here, 15 kills in service of Deutschland. Osttruppen moving forwards. Routes caught there out in the open, mauled here. Modifying the Osttruppen squad there. 9 kills and switching on to smoke again. Meanwhile, Acehiro also is just really far behind as well. He's just not even like close to the front line, so definitely a bit of difference in the both players and how they utilize their mortars. A definite difference. Looking forward to the Pioneers here. Some as Telemans will also be a good idea, I think, in the south. In particular, like he has a good idea, opponent's going to keep going for Pershing, which is likely. And having some Telemans to disable those Pershings would be fairly amazing for Acehiro. Rangers routed there. And they cut like a knife through a hot knife through butter versus the Osttruppen against the Panther 4. They're not going to have that same efficiency. The Zurich they're holding up. Could pop the champions down to think in MD-34. Still rushing southwards again. Stuart could rush forwards, keeping a reserve position. That is respectable. Panther moving to the flank, the Stuart tank from the other side. He might be able to take out that Stuart light tank and end its missile extension once and for all. And there goes Stuart gaining momentum too, but no, the Panther 4 misses the Stuart, and the Stuart races away, once more escaping the wrath of the Wehrmacht, taunting Acehiro with its mere existence. Like the Roadrunner escapes the Coyote. Neat, neat. And there's transport there. Almost got it once more, gets away. He's going into deep. He's going to deep. He's taking too much damage to the Panther 4. Get out of there, Otto. Get out of there. And there you go, damage engine, right side's opponent's base land of tank into 105. Oh dear. And the Panther 4 is knocked out in a rather tragic set of affairs to Acehiro. Still needs more, I think, infantry of a heavy class in the Osttruppen. Stripping in pursuit of the Rangers, being forced of freedom and democracy. South side is fairly open, need to reposition machine gun patch just a tiny bit. Osttruppen there for Acehiro, I mean, that works too, but really he should at least have one Panther squad out here and offset at the very least. And we go, second Pershing ready here for Chief Tonkatsu. We got 44 versus 229. Still calling for the further shot here, the situation for Acehiro. 5th guy coming up, he's going to eat the mortar throw down smoke around here. So he's got up to 3 kills. But he's still not using his ability very much. There you go, smoke screen. Thumbs up to Acehiro. At least there's something, I guess, from Chief Tonkatsu. The South Pershing going straight for the machine gun here. Stu's going to need to deal with that. Charge forward. Load up the heat shield there first. There we go. Thumbs up to Acehiro. Starting up the Pershing, they're getting the first hit. They're preventing him from responding back. Should, of course, keep up pursuit here. Another hit there. Halfway to the ace levels. They're good. But a bit too slow to keep pace. Is obviously concerned about losing the Stuart, which, makes sense. More troops moving forward in the south here. We got the Osttruppen out here for Acehiro. For Deutschland. For in fact, the only armor the 17th SS would have had would have actually been Stuks. Technically, it would have been Stuk 4s, since their Panther battalion would have equipped with them. It was technically supposed to also have to have a bunch of Yak Panzers in his tank destroyer battalion, but couldn't receive them in time, so they actually had Marders. Fun fact. Range shot in the south. And highlights, how the German industry was, struggling to keep everything, equipped properly. And so again, they had to do a lot of substitution of replacements and whatnot. So, little fun fact there. Holding up there. Right, got 140 here for Chief Tonkatsu, and the 3rd Army got 36 to 217. Really looking close. We got the Osttruppen flank through the smoke. Mortar just firing a bit randomly. Again, not a lot of barraging here from Acehiro, whereas Chief Tonkatsu is near religious in using that ability. South here, got the Strickland Fort. Going to need some assistance from the Osttruppen, though, or the Panther against those Rangers. Personal flank. I need to get the Stuk on that, though. But it's actually pulling away at the wrong time. That's fairly awkward there for Acehiro. Great, though, for Chief Tonkatsu. Great, got 36 to 209. Up north, the Osttruppen being hammered here by American anti-tank fire. And so almost taken out, in fact. Really adding some pressure there to Cheeston Cut. Shooting the force, backing up the Pack 40 here. Going for the southern exit point, trying to grab Northern, but the Osttruppen being absolutely mauled here by the 5th Cal. Going to get wiped out if he's not paying attention. In fact, they're taking a ton of damage. In the center there, Stuart Panther moving forward slowly. We get the anti-tank within. This is too slow, in fact. Allowing here Cheeston Cut ample time to bring up the anti-tank to stop this maneuver. Another heat shell here, though. Not bad, but now forcible back in the face due to the anti-tank gun. The south head range is caught moving up there. Panther 4 Osttruppen trying to stop them, but without cover, the Osttruppen are very unlikely to stop the Rangers. The Panther 4 may have a shot, of course. We got 36 to 202. Rangers being crushed, but so the Pioneers. Anti-tanks are the flying away. They're ace level with armor piercing rounds. He even used the taking ability. 2 thumbs up to Cheeston Cuts on that for that. At the north there, the Osttruppen did get murdered. They did drop the light machine gun. We got 32 Navas to 202. Bazooka team in the south here. It's going to make it difficult to clear it out. Without some significant assault troops or some Flaminant efforts, of which he's currently lacking both. He could also use the Osttruppen, but that one is in dire need of repairs. And even then, there's the Bazooka team in the building skills going to take some damage to clear that out. So they're going for the Osttruppen again. The Steward, the everlasting nuisance here for Acehiro. That one has easily been a massive investment. I think if Acehiro just tried to lay down some Telemans, he might have actually been able to take it out. Stooping forward, it's not Steward. Steward. There was the heat shell there again. Pack 40 moving in. We got 26 versus 22. 25. Also, really, at some point, should have considered just a second Stoop. You typically want 2 Stoops for just, optimal firepower versus any vehicle, then quickly knocking them out. It's also been oversight there.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
20 versus 202. Up north, we've got the Osttruppen going from northern Mexico. We've got the 5th Cal flying away there. 16. 14. 12. Osttruppen nailed it. 10. We got the patch of the rifle squad. 13 hit there. Pack 40 flying away there. Almost knocked it out. And again it escapes. Once more it escapes rather than them. We got 4 points left. Mortar being rushed forwards. 2 points left. And at this point it is safe to say CDF Acehiro. A glorious win here for Tonkatsu and America. Brutal battle here, highlighting some of the new changes, mostly on the Osttruppen, also I suppose a bit on the Rangers, not so much there. I think a good matchup again. Acehiro just fails again to compensate for the issue that you typically hit with the Osttruppen, which again is you just need assault infantry because again they are late game themselves, not great infantry. There's also these sort of small issues that kept cropping up, lack of Telemines, and just some other sort of tactical issues there that sort of I think bogged it down, but also just Tonkatsu was really good with that mortar, absolutely. It really I think was just sort of low-key MVP here for him. Really just highlighting what a well-had mortar can do for you. And really, one of my advices is just get a mortar and make good use of it. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. Of course, do consider donating or pledging on Patreon. This is Imperial and cheers. Thank you all for watching. You're all a wonderful audience. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.